Continuing his city-smashing career on the Wii, Godzilla is back to wreak global devastation and prove his strength against a full lineup of classic Japanese monsters, mutants, and aliens. But does this brawler let you live out your dreams of mass destruction, or does it leave you feeling like a man in a sweaty rubber suit?
Monsters, fight!
Godzilla unleashes a fairly decent selection of modes and options for players to choose from. The single-player story mode challenges you to escape Monster Island and fight through 20 days of battle. Crystals from fallen asteroids appear in cities throughout the world, causing natural disasters and attracting other monsters to their power. Each day, you'll choose another city to plunder and face a new set of opponents. Time marches on even when you lose a battle, so you may need to come back the next day if you want to dominate every encounter. Multiplayer brawls are more interesting, letting up to 4 players get in on the action. Versus mode is standard stuff, with monsters wearing down each other's health in multi-round matches. Last Man Standing leaves players dueling it out until there's only one monster left, while melee matches award points every time you knock down or knock out an opponent. Finally, Destruction mode gives players a chance to set aside their differences and focus their radioactive rage on innocent bystanders, as they level the major cities of the world. Whether you're smashing, throwing, or rolling your way through buildings, this is the most fun to be had in the game. In addition to default modes, you can also set up custom battle types with options to change, like victory conditions, human military presence, and power-ups. But while Godzilla Unleashed doesn't suffer for lack of modes, characters, or customization, it makes you suffer by forcing you to grind for points in order to open up all the game's content. Most of the playable characters and levels are locked away, requiring you to play over and over again to earn enough points to purchase each one. You actually have to unlock specific factions of monsters before the game will let you purchase an individual character, which potentially puts hours of joyless work between you and your favorite monster. So what does it feel like to control a giant monster on the Wii? You tap the A and B buttons for quick punches and kicks, while strong attacks are executed by pressing either button and swinging the remote in one of 4 directions. You can gesture with both controllers to grab an opponent, or press the C button to use an energy attack. In general, combat is slow and unresponsive, and it takes far too long to land from a jump, making the monsters feel more like floating parade balloons than building-sized behemoths. You can power up your monster by smashing crystals that appear in each stage. Some simply refill your energy or health bars, while others create a power surge, giving your monster a special attribute like radiation or electricity. In the story mode, you collect multiple power surges as you advance, activating them as you please in later battles. Destroying enough crystals of any kind will eventually raise your monster's power to critical mass, increasing the size of the beast and making its attacks even more devastating. In addition to other monsters, you'll also be attacked by pesky humans that hit you with missiles, freeze rays, and other annoyances. It helps to obliterate the tiny adversaries, but whether you want to focus on a tank, another monster, or a crystal, changing targets isn't very easy. The game automatically changes your focus as you approach an enemy, making it difficult to focus on a specific opponent in crowded quarters. The camera isn't too helpful either, as it frequently swings behind tall buildings or the transparent wall of energy that surrounds each arena. It's hard to know what to expect from a Godzilla game, since the films are often seen as classics because of their low production values and hokey monster designs. Still, Godzilla Unleashed is simply unattractive, with its low-res textures and washed-out color palette. The cinema scenes that portray the game's paper-thin plot consist of only a few hand-drawn stills that are liberally reused throughout the game. Even if you're a die-hard Godzilla fan, this beast is ugly by any standard. It's tough to tell if Godzilla Unleashed overdosed on space radiation or needed just a little more, but something definitely went wrong, and the finished product suffers from serious defects. The game can be mildly entertaining in a multiplayer group, but unless you know a lot of people who are itching to play as King Caesar, the game has severely limited appeal. With sluggish combat, muddy visuals, and almost no impact, city-destroying giant monsters have never been so easy to ignore.